Hello, myself Sunil Ramkrishnan, and here basically we are discussing about one topic that is the attraction and one person generation is supposed to go and one person generation is not. In this, basically we have discussed one example how the education industry basically is connected with the 20 percentage of the problem of the global warming. So if you diagnose with the India country only basically, you will easily able to track basically the conflict between the Harvard University, Oxford University, and the normal university of the India basically. And 20 percentage pollution problem basically is this only education problem basically. One example basically I have already taken. Basically, you need one person told that do we need to do the entire education industry refresh? Then the person basically itself basically was not able to understand what actually he told. He told that basically entire education industry is required to do the refresh. Refresh means basically he told that basically the mapping is supposed to be done. For that basically he told that basically for that basically we need to connect to the first university of the world basically. Then basically he told that it's very difficult, but he told that basically we can connect, right? We can connect to the we can basically do the refresh. He told that how basically because we have the infrastructure basically infrastructure of each and every education. Then he told that basically we have the infrastructure of there is 3,000 university, right? We have the physical place also. That here the 3,000 university is there. He basically have the syllabus also. Example is Harvard University basically have the 1,000 syllabus. Then he told that basically we have the 300 city location also from where the 1,000 syllabus energies are basically taken. Energy means basically you can say how basically brain thinks this of the 1,000 units, 1,000 syllabus and how they basically generates the energy basically. Example Harvard basically told tells that we generates apple and orange and demand and supply of apple we do the production across the world means types of apple basically. So like these things are basically there. Then basically he told that basically 20 percentage population, sorry, 20 percentage problem in this world basically that is connected with the education system basically. So like this basically he told that basically you can do the refresh of the entire education system basically. But then he told that basically what about those university basically who are taking data from where they also basically don't know. He told that yes, yeah, you are correct, yeah, because they don't have money basically. So how they will create the system basically? They literally told that. They openly basically told that the university basically don't have money. Then basically how basically they can spend the money of the energy basically of the students basically. One person told that basically economic books basically of the second year or third year basically second year or third year economic basically have one subject. Economics is basically one subject. He told that basically the economic of the in India basically there are around assume that 150 universities are there. They are basically having the same subject. So they basically told that basically we are taking the energy from where basically we only don't know basically. Like literally basically he openly told it. Then basically it's a problem of Indian education system basically. He literally told that it's a problem of Indian education system. Why the world is supposed to suffer? Then basically he told that. Then basically this issue basically got escalated, and one of the government of the education old minister basically he told that basically these energies are basically taken from these areas basically. How basically you can say that? Yeah, how basically you can blame the Indian education system basically? But this is not created as a system basically. There is no record of basically the 150 university from where the data are basically taken. Then one of the software person basically they were basically they are basically watching to the market only basically when the problem will occur and when they jump into that particular problem and when they get the business. So like this basically he offered the government that basically we can create this system basically. So the government minister told that basically how basically you are knowing this all this thing. Yeah, basically you are basically getting the problem. We are getting the problem. The 150 university issue has basically raised. The businessman basically he was a businessman basically. He told that basically we always basically what's the problem and we basically want to keep each and everything basically very systematic so that basically when next time basically if anybody says that from where this 150 university economics energy basically are getting, then basically next time basically we have the data basically, we have the data and then basically we can easily tell that basically these are the data basically from we are getting the energy. How basically we can say that basically 150 university don't have any father mother. This connects like this only basically. Harvard told that basically we have father mother, that is the 300 city basically. Then the 150 university basically one person told that you don't have father mother. Then basically told that yeah basically we have father mother basically. These all are the areas basically. We so like this basically he told that basically we basically the businessman basically of the software industry. He told that basically we can create the system and we can keep the information, we can create the system and we can create the information and we can basically keep the information also basically, that will help basically in future to us only basically. For example any demand and supply of any things is getting less and more basically, then basically it's easy to track basically from YouTube what reason basically the demand and supply of the particular item is getting less. Like same way the Harvard University thousand syllabus basically connects to the Apple and Orange energy. So from there, basically the particular apple and orange, basically if demand supply gets less or more, basically then basically the USA government basically can easily to they basically says that we have the information basically of the Harvard University because we are the basically digital world basically. So we should basically keep the information. So like this, basically the new system basically created by the one of the software person. Basically. So the software person basically told that basically we are ready to watch the each and every problem basically which are where the things are basically getting occur. For that, basically, we have created few set of satellites also. Basically, where the problem basically occurs, then basically we literally jump into that problem and get the business of the software industry. Basically. In this, basically, who is the master? Basically, that everybody knows. Basically, who is the master? Basically, that everybody knows. Basically. So for that, basically, to get the business, basically, few people say that we have created lots of vehicles, lots of small equipments, basically, from basically because we basically need to diagnose each and every problems, basically. That's why basically we have launched lots of products, basically, lots of small vehicles also, basically. From there, basically, we can able to track the problems. And like this, basically, in on the behalf of our product, basically, we are actually keep selling the product also, and then we are basically watching the problems also. Like this, basically, that businessman basically told that we are doing like this, and we are basically doing the business of particular vehicles, and we are doing the business of our software industry also. Basically. So but the government told that that's very very dangerous basically thing. Up to the level basically you are thinking. Up to level basically you are thinking. So like this basically the problem basically was basically solved basically. Then basically the government told that basically we have the systematic information of that 150 university from where the economic syllabus are basically where the economic people basically are taking the energies, and after that basically what they are generating, that basically is the minister basically wrote that I also don't know, because he knows that basically we don't have the authority to know information about the energy groups, basically energy and power group, because they don't say us the data, basically. They don't share the data, and we are basically not the authorized person, basically. We are not the authorized person, we are not the authorized person. So like this, one of the minister told that basically, if in future basically the problem basically occurs and it connects to the war basically, then what you will do? Then he told that basically we will tell the war people that basically this energy and the power people groups are responsible. because they were not telling us the what actually it's going to generate and what are the things basically going to generate, what are things not going to generate, each and everything. Basically. Then like this, basically the one of the system basically got created by the one of the software company person. Basically that was basically the which all are university basically who is generating which energy and where are the low, physical places basically of the each and every syllabus energy basically. So from basically, for example, one person told that basically we are having the master of economics from this college. So basically, we are going to generate these all things basically. So students basically nowadays basically have become very, very what to say, very smart basically. They tell that basically we are generating vegetables basically. Then MA basically, MA students told that we are generating this all fruits basically. Then one of the chartered accountant basically students told that basically we are generating this medicine basically from our energy basically. So like this, the students basically start telling that we are generating this, we are generating this, we are generating that. Like these things basically connected. Then basically the student told that one of the businessmen actually, one of the businessmen told that basically you why you are basically worrying about this whole thing basically. For that basically we are there basically. We basically decides from the malls basically from the malls basically from where basically from the factory basically factory company owner basically decides which person sorry which types of energy is supposed to be more in this time and which is supposed to be less in this time. Then basically the things basically was literally basically shocking basically the materials of basically the mall basically then basically the system connected to the mall basically total malls basically in the city basically how many malls are there basically. They told that basically this period basically for this particular week basically we are generating the vegetable energy from this malls item basically from biscuit, from fruits, from vegetables, from rice, from wheat, from dal, from this all this basically we are generating vegetables basically because we then basically mall person told that basically we also should be get aware basically for actually what we are generating. Then basically it might possible that one day the central government prime minister will say that basically you have not contributed this your state city basically has not contributed the vegetables energy basically. This basically complaint I got from the world forum basically that the mall people told that no basically we have given each and every items to the city people basically and they have consumed that also basically because we have got the information from the power company that these people have basically taken each and every foods basically and these things are basically generated also. But you have proof basically that the central government basically prime minister asked the letter directly to that city MLA basically or basically the chief minister basically. The chief minister told that basically no basically we don't have this all data basically. We don't have basically this all data. So this is also basically one of the part basically. Next part basically also we are going to discuss what actually the attraction is and what actually the next generation is supposed to go and which generation is not supposed to go next.